Okay, picture this. You're at a packed theater. The lights go down, popcorn's ready.
Mhm.
That buzz for a new Telugu blockbuster. It's just magic,
It's
right?
totally that shared experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now imagine just hours later, that same film, the one you were so excited about, pops up online for free. It's like this digital shadow hanging over Tollywood. Pure theft.
It really is.
So today we're diving deep. We're going to pull back the curtain on this pretty intense battle against digital piracy in the Telugu film industry.
Yeah, looking at how it works, who's fighting it.
And what's really at stake. We've gathered some fascinating stuff on this. It's an ongoing war, really.
And our mission essentially is to unpack it all for you. We want to look at the layers, from the tech the pirates use
Right.
to the ripple effects across the whole industry and what it means for the future of storytelling and one of the biggest film centers in the world.
Consider this your shortcut to getting the whole picture. So let's jump right in. There was some pretty significant action recently, right there in Hyderabad.
Oh yeah, the cybercrime police.
They registered cases against, what was it, over 65 mirror websites and proxy domains, names like Ibama, Bapam. They were caught red-handed.
Yeah, that was a big move.
And this wasn't just random, was it? It came from a formal complaint.
That's right, lodged by the Telugu Film Chamber of Commerce of the PFCC. They represent, pretty much everyone. Filmmakers, producers, distributors, the whole ecosystem.
Okay, so break it down for us. These mirror sites, proxy domains.
Hmm.
What are they exactly, and why are they so hard to tackle?
Great question, because understanding this is key. These recent Hyderabad cases really highlight the problem. Think of mirror sites like digital clones.
Okay.
Law enforcement takes one down, boom, another one appears, slightly different address, same illegal content. It just keeps flowing.
To like a Hydra.
Pretty much. And
Yeah.
proxy domains, they're like clever middlemen. They hide the real location of the servers hosting the pirated stuff.
No.
Makes them incredibly hard to trace. And these platforms, they're shockingly fast. They get HD copies of huge films like Thandle up sometimes within hours of the official release.
Hours. That's insane.
It is. It's basically robbing the creators in real time. And the scale. This isn't petty theft. We're talking billions of rupees lost every year. Billions. Affecting thousands of jobs.
Billions. It's hard to even wrap your head around that.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the tech. This leads to something really interesting I saw in the research. Cloudflare.
Ah, yes. Cloudflare.
Many of these sites, like Ibama, they use services like Cloudflare. Now, Cloudflare itself is legit, right? A content delivery network, speeds things up, security.
Absolutely. It's a vital part of the internet infrastructure for many, many legitimate sites.
But its anonymity tools, they kind of inadvertently become a shield for these pirate sites.
Yeah.
How does that work?
It's a real paradox because Cloudflare is legitimate, but the very tools that provide speed and security, especially the anonymity aspects, can be exploited.
Right.
And we see something like, 95% of piracy sites using similar CDNs?
95%.
That high.
Yeah.
It allows them to constantly change their IP addresses, making them super slippery. Plus, they often base their operations in countries with, let's say, more relaxed cyber laws, parts of Africa, maybe Eastern Europe.
Ah, okay. Jurisdiction issues?
Exactly. It creates that perfect whack-a-mole scenario for police. You take one down, two more pop up. It's relentless.
So the Hyderabad police hitting 65 sites. That's a big win, but it sounds like just one battle in a much longer digital war.
Precisely. Significant, yes. But the war continues.
And it's not just about tech and money, is it? There's a human cost. I read about threats.
Oh, absolutely. It gets chilling. There have been public warnings, threats circulated on social media.
From who? The site admins.
Apparently, yes. Targeting producers who actually dare to fight back legally, it's intimidation, plain and simple.
Wow, that just adds another layer of, fear. It shows this isn't just abstract digital crime. It's affecting real people, their safety.
Exactly. It goes beyond the balance sheets. It becomes personal, dangerous even. It shows how organized and, frankly, how brazen these operations can be.
So this fight feels very modern, very digital, but piracy itself, it's not new to Indian cinema, is it? It's been around for ages, just changed its form.
Oh, definitely not new. It's a shadow that's been following the industry for decades.
Did it go back to the 90s?
Right, VHS tapes and stuff.
Exactly. Bollywood, regional cinemas like Tollywood, they were booming.
Yeah.
But you had piracy then, too. Grainy VHS tapes, duplicated CDs sold on street corners, physical copies.
I remember those.
Yeah. And even back then, a government study in '98 estimated the industry was losing maybe 20–30% of its revenue to physical piracy.
20 to 30% even then.
Even then. But then the digital revolution hit. Broadband internet in the 2000s, that just changed everything. Piracy went global super fast.
And that's when we started seeing huge films leaked almost instantly.
Precisely. Think of massive hits like Bahubali, Arjun Reddy, even Bahubali 2 back in 2017, leaked almost immediately by notorious sites like Tamil Rockers, Movie Rolls.
Tamil Rockers, yeah, I remember them.
It just shows how quickly the landscape shifted from dodgy DVDs to instantaneous global digital theft. That speed is just mind-boggling. So, connecting that history to now, what's the real devastating economic impact? Beyond just the lost ticket sales for one film, for Tollywood, for the whole Indian entertainment sector.
It's huge, and yeah, it's way beyond just ticket sales. For Tollywood specifically, recent figures suggest losses around Rs 3,700 crore just from leaked films.
3,700 crore.
And if you zoom out, the entire Indian media and entertainment sector, they estimate an annual loss of about $4 billion due to piracy.
$4 billion. That's staggering.
It really is. And look, this isn't just abstract numbers on a spreadsheet. This translates to jobs. An estimated 820,000 jobs across India.
800,000.
Yeah. Think about everyone involved, not just the stars, the technicians, the crew working in places like Ramoji Film City, the caterers, the drivers. Everyone down the line feels this.
And it must stifle creativity too, right? Like, why invest millions in amazing special effects if you know it's just going to be stolen?
Exactly. It discourages innovation. It makes producers hesitant to take risks on ambitious projects. Why pour money into cutting-edge VFX or complex narratives if your potential return is constantly being siphoned off? It eats away at the foundation.
It's like, okay, imagine a team of chefs creates this incredible, elaborate meal. Costs a lot, takes time, real artistry.
Okay.
Piracy is like someone sneaking into the kitchen, photocopying the recipe, and handing out free samples on the street corner before the restaurant even opens properly.
That's a great analogy. Yeah.
The original chefs lose out, obviously. But also, maybe next time they can't afford the best ingredients or they won't try that ambitious new dish. The quality suffers long term.
That hits the nail on the head. It impacts the whole creative process, the whole ecosystem.
But there is a fight back. India does have laws, right? Legal tools to combat this.
Yes, absolutely. The legal framework is actually quite strong, at least on paper. You've got the Copyright Act of 1957, which has been updated over time.
Right.
And then there's the newer Cinematograph Amendment Act from 2023. That one's got some real teeth.
How so? What kind of penalties?
Serious ones. We're talking up to 3 years in prison. And fines that can reach 5% of the film's production costs.
5%. For a big Tollywood blockbuster, that could be huge.
Huge. Potentially a Rs 50 crore penalty for a really big budget film. Plus, you have the Information Technology Act of 2000 covering digital crimes. So the laws exist.
They definitely sound powerful, but how effective are they in the real world when you're dealing with these slippery digital sites, often based overseas? That's the challenge, isn't it?
That is exactly the challenge. Enforcement is where the rubber meets the road. It's incredibly tough.
But there have been successes. Arrests.
Oh, yes, definitely. We've seen some notable busts, like July 2025, Hyderabad police arrested a guy, an AC technician, I think.
An AC tech, really?
Yeah, accused of leaking over 40 Telugu films. Apparently, he was recording them in theaters with hidden devices.
Camcording, basically.
Yeah, and selling the footage for cryptocurrency to make it harder to trace.
Wow, the methods they use.
And there was another bust, uncovering a pretty high-profile racket leaking films through encrypted apps. So, progress is being made. Dedicated police units are getting smarter.
But it's constant vigilance.
Absolutely. With like over 100 active piracy sites targeting just Telugu content, it's a nonstop battle.
Which brings us back to Cloudflare and similar services.
Yeah.
Their role seems tricky.
Very tricky. Contentious, even. They host countless legitimate sites, provide essential internet services, but undeniably, their anonymity features help pirates hide.
So what's the solution there? Can they be forced to block these sites?
Well, in Europe, courts have ordered Cloudflare to geo-block specific piracy domains in certain regions, so users in those countries just can't access them.
Oh, that's harder in India.
India faces more jurisdictional hurdles for that kind of widespread blocking, it seems. Cloudflare has cooperated in some specific cases when ordered, but critics argue they should be doing more, like proactively scanning for infringing content.
But that opens up a whole can of worms, right? Internet freedom, net neutrality.
Exactly. It's a massive debate. How do you balance protecting copyright with keeping the internet open and not accidentally disrupting legitimate websites? There are no easy answers. It's a global headache.
A huge dilemma.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking forward, what's the path ahead? Is technology part of the solution as well as the problem? What else is being done?
There's definitely hope coming from a few directions. Technology itself offers promise. Think about things like digital watermarking.
To trace leaks back to the source.
Exactly. And using AI artificial intelligence to automatically detect and flag pirated uploads much faster. Some are even exploring blockchain for secure distribution, though that's maybe further off.
Interesting. And industry initiatives.
Crucial, like the TFCC setting up helplines. That empowers you, the fan, the regular viewer, to actually report leaks if you see them. It makes everyone part of the defense team, so to speak.
Turning the audience into allies. I like that.
Yeah.
But it's not just about catching pirates, right? It's also about education. And,
Yeah.
well, just making it easy to do the right thing.
Absolutely spot on. Awareness is key. We need more campaigns, maybe even getting some beloved Tollywood stars involved to explain the real damage piracy does. Not just to the big producers, but to the thousands working behind the scenes.
Humanizing the impact.
Precisely. And critically, we need strong, accessible, legal alternatives. Platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, AHA, etc. When they get the rights, like Netflix did for Thandle, it gives people a convenient, legal way to watch.
Reduces the temptation to go to those dodgy sites.
Exactly. If the legal option is easy and affordable, it makes the risky free sites much less appealing. It's a win-win.
So ultimately, it comes down to choices. Our choices as viewers.
It really does.
Yeah.
You, the person deciding how to watch, play a huge role. Choosing the cinema, choosing a legitimate streaming service that directly supports the creators.
And it's worth remembering, those free piracy sites aren't really free, are they? There are risks.
Big risks. Malware, viruses stealing your data, even potential legal trouble down the line. It's just not worth it. I loved that quote from a producer. A ticket isn't just payment, it's an investment in dreams.
That puts it perfectly. An investment in dreams.
Yeah.
So this big crackdown in Hyderabad, hitting those 65 sites, it feels like more than just arrests. It's a statement, right?
Definitely a powerful signal. The Telugu film industry is pushing back hard. It shows this is a continuous fight, constantly evolving, from Hyderabad streets to servers scattered across the globe.
It's a fight for the future of their stories.
And by choosing those legal paths, you're not just passively watching a film, you're actively helping ensure Telugu cinema can keep thriving, keep delivering those epic dramas, those amazing action sequences, those romances we all enjoy.
You're helping keep the lights on for storytelling.
Well put. In this world full of digital shadows, maybe the real heroes are the ones who support the light, safeguarding this incredible cultural heritage.
So as you think about your next movie night, maybe mull this over, what really stands out to you in this fight? How can we best use technology to protect creativity, but also keep things accessible? Definitely something to think about.